There certainly is a fair bit of push and shove to get things underway. The Lions looking to step up yet again. The Crows pushing towards September and trying to stay in touch with the top 8. Round 18 from the Gabba. It's now with Robertson. Oops. He shacks that one up towards Martin, who just waited for it. And it's pinched away by the fleet of foot Atkins. Quick movement here by the Crows, and they'll hurt them on the way back. Not too bad from this position throughout his career. Bryce Gibbs almost directly in front. Shot on its way. Looks perfect off the boot. And the Crows take full advantage of the turnover. They got the first one of the night. It's just been a reason. Duday, Miller up. And a strong mark taken by Murphy. Under some heavy pressure. They keep it moving through Talia. Into the pocket. Kicked in favour Jenkins, but he was strong enough to get rid of Walker. Open things up. Josh Jenkins. Brilliant. Cheney sent a high one. He's looking for a high marker, but it was Greenwood in the middle of them all who was able to take it. And he'll get a shot on goal with less than a minute to go in this first term.
Everyone misjudged it except for Greenwood. Kept his eyes on the footy. Well done.
And he was up against Daniel Rich, who's not a big fella.
He made his debut at the Gabba last season, did Hugh Greenwood, and he's certainly gone on with it from there. And he kicks an important goal for the Crows right on the stroke of quarter time.
Not super dangerous.
Sloan just going to hit it high. In hope, inside 50. Robertson, the big spoil. It bounces back for Lynch, who got it on the boot. Bounce important. McCluggage trying to get through the traffic again. He took them on, and he's gone. And Greenwood's letting him know about it.
Well, that's the inside 50 pressure that we highlighted before the game. The boys are having a real crack here.
Hugh Greenwood, who kicked a goal late in that first quarter for his second, and he gives the Crows a good start to the second term.
And I think what Adelaide is Fagan.
Yeah, it just kills you. That really silly,
especially if they get a goal out of it.
The Crows go quickly forward again. Led long. Greenwood. He's taken another mark inside 50. Mentioned before, he made his debut against the Lions here at the Gabba last year. And he kicked 3 goals that night as well. Witherden will go straight up the middle. Tough one to mark. Cox couldn't bring it down. Gibbs back inside 50. Here's Seatsman.
They're 9 points behind.
Only a nice kick of the football in general play, Paul Seedsman, and that's no exception. He gets the goal, one the Crows needed. 6.5 minutes till half-time. Jacobs controlled it down to Greenwood. Through the traffic, got it to Kelly. And then inside 50, 3 Brisbane players are up, and the Crows just wait down, and they'll help themselves to the easy goal as Jenkins strolls to the goal line and bangs it up into the second tier.
Yeah, if you're going to leave your man.
And Lynch will send it back inside 50. And he's found a target too in Riley Knight. Big hole of space opening up. The Crows will get the shot on goal.
Probably thought it was going to go to the goal square as well.
Crows have certainly wrestled back control of the match. This would be a really handy one as we close in on half-time. Nice finish by Riley Knight.
Was free to the right, and he's a long kick.
Pressure. So good by the Crows. The long ball in. Great mark taken by Gallucci.
They've been critical of Matty Crouch's kicking tonight, but that was
cracker, that one.
Perfect.
7 goals to date. And this would really hurt. So close to half-time. He's put it through. And the Crows up by 17. It's an aggressive kick this time from the Crows. Lair through the middle. Gallucci. Too much on it. He got a shove in the end from Cutler, and he canted into Walker of Brisbane. He's still down, Gallucci.
By Laird, and just didn't quite hit the target.
Contested marks, which is so valuable in this game.
Cutler's clearing kick. Seedsman, Duday. Mistake, cannoning into him. That was an aggressive tackle. Duday,
he's down now.
Really stunned.
He's not well.
Duday in the hands of the trainers.
Oh.
Clearly a high free kick.
Umpire.
Witherden playing on from full back. McInerney, well, he knocked it down, but straight to Jenkins, who's looking for an option. And he sends it in high, and Greenwood again with a big contested mark in amongst a couple. That was Hugh Greenwood. The Crows have missed plenty of shots. He steers that one tight, but just sneaking it in. It's a goal the Crows desperately wanted, and Greenwood's got 4.
Yeah. They're dominating here as well. Do you throw a man back?
I think you do, because Brisbane aren't getting any entries anyway. So
Big collision a few moments ago, and Murphy certainly comping some high contact.
Didn't look like there was anything.
Might be in trouble there with it.
Really have his arm.
Cutler cutting across.
Was it Cutler, was it? Yeah.
Just that elbow.
Yep.
And the Crows go forward again as that ball is hooking around and around and around. They've missed so many, the Crows, but that was exceptional. Away, and the delivery is good for Gibbs.
Good mark too. They're tough marks at full speed.
And he bounces back to his feet. Atkins continued to run. He was the one that passed it to Gibbs.
He's a goal kicker.
And he thinks about the shot. He hooks it back instead for it.
Third time lucky.
That was just like he placed it at training room on the marking bag.
Letty, the Eagle, leaping through the skies and then snapping the goal. Jenkins wanted a free kick. Martin dribbled one off his boot. Zorko sliding in, had Kelly for company. Gibbs extracted it, set it forward. Lynch, Robertson was wrestling with him. Lynch somehow got the handball to Betts, and then slick across to Rory Laird. This is the steadier the Crows need, and Laird from the pocket gets it done.
Maybe they need to release him and put him in the midfield.
Up towards Hipwood. Well, Mark, he'll wheel around and go. He wants to take the shot. There's a tie. Get the mark. Taylor will take it, but they'll come up just short. A spirited performance,
wasn't it,
by the Brisbane Lions. But the Adelaide Crows survive a real scare. Stands at 11 at the moment. Taylor to take the shot. He'll pop it through with ease in the end. And that will do it at the Gabba. Adelaide prevailing. A big scare in the last quarter, but the Crows keep their season alive with a 5-point win.
Yeah, a great game, really entertaining game. Well done to the Crows for hanging on, and Lions have lost no friends either, Roo. Geez, terrific battle, great contest, and in the end, the Crows prevailed by the smallest of margins.